And good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good whatever part of the day you're having. Tonight, we're here for another Hidden Cup cast, second one in the series, as it were. We're gonna have two matches for you: Anna Klavesy versus Peter Field, and then Solid Snake versus Virginia Volpes. And tonight we have an additional mystery. We're upping the stakes from last week. So, firstly, our host is Lazy Bear. I'm Catnip, and I have a mystery caster whose persona even I'm not aware
Greetings, everyone. I'm looking forward to casting for you all today.
of. That sounds spooky and impressive, and I like having this new experience. So, how are you feeling, mystery caster?
I am a little bit nervous. It is my first time doing casting for this hidden cup, but I am looking forward to it.
Lovely. I think we all look forward to having you as well. And I believe Chad is not only free to guess, but also quite welcome to guess who that mystery caster is. And yeah, shall we go on to the map preferences and the draft for the first game?
Yes, let us go ahead. And just so chat knows, after each game, you will get a chance to guess who I am. And when you guess correctly, my real voice will be revealed.
There we go. So an additional game for you, not just a spectation mode. So,
Well,
yes, you see, we have the venue ratings. Um, and player and Anna Classy always ban aquarium only, and seems Peterfield would doesn't have a map that they would always ban.
no,
Um,
but they are someone who likes ballrooms, so I believe we always say it must be OP.
that's true. On the other hand, I have picked ballroom as double map in this SEO season quite often. So I suppose it could be me. Would I be allowed to cast my own match? Am I even playing in this? That's the thing.
Well, I
Um,
think it is interesting that Anna likes taeyang. Not many people put it number one, but the Gabriotron is so funny.
I mean, that's the perfect fact. So after all the calculations, the draft that we got was modern, high rise, terrace, veranda, and taeyang.
Well, I am happy for Anna that she gets the taeyang there. We also have a lot of 3 of 5, or I guess it's 3 of 6 now with terrace.
Yeah, definitely. We do have a balance. In theory, nominally there are more smaller maps, the high res terrace and tan, but we do have two big ones. So I think overall it's still quite balanced. Which means this would be an interesting match. Sort of, you would need to be versatile.
Yes,
Um,
and for people who like guessing, you can see them on big map and small maps, so you get more info.
yes. So I'm loading the first game. I suppose we shall just go to it unless Lazy Bear wants to add something or point out something that me or the mystery caster may have missed.
I'd just like to point out that Anna doesn't like. Anna really likes aquarium, so not OP confirmed.
Ah, okay, so here we have Peter Field, who will be spying first, playing as Ponytail, starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay, I've never done a cast with not knowing who that is.
Yes, it is interesting. For me, I think the first things I will be looking for is seeing is this a spy who is more nervous, does not do missions early, And Modern could be a good map to see that, because experienced players, I think, know you must start doing missions.
Yes. So far we don't have that much action. We may be preparing for a bug.
Yes, we are not close enough for a standing bug, so we would need the ambassador to leave and pass us, but they are not being forced out. Oh, we tried this walking bug, but it does not take.
Does not take. It seems it could have been spotted by the sniper, but at the same time, who knows? The laser is definitely on that side of the map. Perhaps just because Toby and Ambassador are there, but there may be something else. We'll see later in the game, I suppose.
Well, luckily, we did get a first flirt. We have a fingerprint now as well. This is not perfect progress for Modern, but I'm glad. The seduction target came to our circle.
Yeah, and we got just enough to reach 68%, and then to get. Oh, Ambassador's coming. Can we get another bug?
Yes, now we are taking the bug while standing. This is good. The ambassador came to us. Oh no, Anna sees it, and the shot comes off.
Yeah, Anna does sees it indeed, or does see it. And it was perhaps already suspicious for the initial bug attempt, because it did seem to have a nice cover. But perhaps that's why it was watched even more meticulously. Yeah, what I see from Anna is that they are definitely paying attention to more detailed things and what's going.
Yes, but I think Peter made good attempts at bugs, but Anna was just on top of it. So we will take one guess from the chat now for my identity. Whoever the chat says the most right now will be the guess.
Okay. So Chad, that's your cue. Is okay. I see so far. Just individual guesses, not in charge.
Okay, we
Rio.
have
Oh wow, that's a lot of
many
Rio.
guesses saying Rio,
Four
but
Rio
I
and
must
one
say
Q.
this is incorrect. I am not Rio. And we will move on to the next game. We
Wow.
have Anna here playing as Leopard in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay. So Anna was definitely looking for the bug. Was attentive to it. We'll see if there will be going for it. It's weird because like I'm trying to see these playstyles and try to figure them out, but at the same time, it's just one game, and it's not enough for something specific and something unique to jump out yet.
No, is it unique to go chase a seduction target right at the start?
That's, I don't know, 70% of the players, I suppose.
Yes, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But it looks like we will be staying here for a timer flirt. This ambassador is close, but there is not a bug opportunity from this position, and there is nowhere the ambassador would leave and walk by us.
That's true. We may get the briefcase after he leaves, though. Oh, sadly, RST leaves as well, so we don't get that timer flirt you mentioned. But I think going for the briefcase may be another step here. It depends if Anna is one of the really sort of go-getters, mission doers, and she is at this point at least.
Yes, I think there was no reason not to do it. It does not look like Spy chasing the briefcase a lot. We had been there for a while, so I think it's good.
Yeah, it was definitely well mannered. What are we're I think we're a little bit behind of time. Previously we saw better progress by Peter at this point in the game. Oh,
Ooh,
lovely.
the seduction target comes to us, and here we are doing a
Banana
fake
bread.
banana bread. The sniper seems to get a few lowlights here.
Yeah, I wonder if that was action priorities for the flirt, or just it wasn't that bad of a time for a fake. I will admit, but it
No,
didn't catch me by surprise.
it's good that the seduction target came to us. I think Anna realized also that it's not good progress, so did a fake just in case she is not able to complete. Maybe it will help a civilian get shot.
Fair enough. Um, okay, so it seems we're about to get a delegate. We're, we're very much behind time. We need either, yeah, we're probably gonna delegate to frame someone. Not sure if Hannah paid attention to. Oh, we're getting second friend.
Yes, that is surprising to me as well because you think maybe we go for a frame, but we are also finishing the fingerprints. But can we really finish missions? I say no, I would just do the frame.
We definitely need at least one timeout. Also, Anna got a highlight for the second fingerprint, so Peter is one of the relatively rare players that do that. I think Noob would say I'm one of those. I'm not sure who others are.
Yes, now I wonder, it does not look like Anna is going to send the delegate. It also does not look like she is going to finish, so I don't know what the plan is here.
I, yeah, it must be just to time out. Uh, Out of a bit loss of control of the game. We do have a time, and we definitely need, I think, at least another one at this point, or do
But the
some.
timeout was during the beep beeps.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. We got some BB from casters as well, so to complement that. Yeah, we're not doing this in time. And the thing is, nothing is happening at this point to get a civilian shot.
No, I
It's
think if you wanted civilian, you
Banana
send
bread.
the delegate. This banana bread may be a shot, but I think Peter knows no one is finishing.
Yeah, I think that I highly agree on the delegate. We needed to do it way earlier. Now we're just scrambling. We're moving all over the place, and the safety was off on us. And
We are going to be taking the list for sure. It is over time, and the shot comes off.
yeah, and Peter gets their first point of the match. I think I think Anna here had a she didn't have a bad start, but she didn't have a great one either. And then she sort of just lost control of time, lost control of mission progress, and the scramble in the end, while commendable, just was not
Yes, so we will take another guess from the chat now. Whoever, whatever name the chat says, it will be the guess.
enough. Okay, I see already four for Andy VX. I see one Dels, one Lazy Bear, another Andy. One the main guess is Andy VX.
Catnip, do you think that I am Andy?
To be honest, I have no idea because aside from just seeing the username, I have never encountered them as casting or as playing. So I would not be able to confirm nor deny.
Well, Andy is incorrect. And we will
Wow.
move on. We have Peter Field playing here as Wheels on High Rise, starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Ooh, are we getting a bite? No.
So I think maybe we will see some different play here on High Rise. Neither player did great with the pacing. This is a nice wrong arm bug entering the conversation.
Yeah, that was definitely a good bug. Sniper could have credited due to the pathing, but the bug itself was not seen, I believe. So we may have suspicion for later, depending on how the game goes. Definitely good bug, definitely good attempt. So once again, we see Peter going for those bugs. Once again, there are quite a few players doing that.
Yes, and on Modern, the bug attempt completely did not work and was maybe seen. But here, it looks like it was good. And if the sniper did not see the bug,
Banana bread.
it is very hard to take the shot.
Ooh, good banana bread. Only one low light. Only the redhead for the low light. Both conversation had as DAs. So it seems Anna thinks Penguin is the real DA because we have Alice low lit and him high lit. That's an interesting method as well.
Yes, very interesting from the sniper, but if they do not see the bug, there is only going to be one more flirt before Peter can win, and I think that Anna has no idea.
I think she may have a little idea, but perhaps we see who the spy is, so we can credit. Oh, okay, I am wrong. Safety was off on pearls. Yeah, we're winning this.
Yeah, it looks like Anna had no idea, and so with that, the score is now
2-1 for Peter.
That is correct.
we can now take one more guess from the chat.
Okay, I am checking those. I see some. Okay, now Oh, we have the tie between Dels and Gabriel for a little bit. So I'm gonna need to actually count.
We have to decide, yes. I will let you choose.
Gabriel. 6. Dels is winning. Going with Dels. Just over, yeah, by 1 or 2 votes. So Dels is the
Alright,
majority vote.
that is the guess, and I can confirm
that it is definitely Dell's. Good job, chat. You got it.
Nice! Third time was the charm. Gabriel was really close, though.
Yeah, they almost got one more wrong guess.
Pretty
but
surprising, actually.
Good job, chat. You figured it out. Probably because I'm like the only person not in the chat right now, so you could kind of tell that I had the availability to be, on voice instead. But
My initial guess to Gabriel before the cast was something else, so well done there too.
all right.
Good evening, Dels. Welcome. Happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here as well. So we'll be moving on now to the next game. We have Anna playing here as Kane in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Now it feels weird to have a normal voice, I'll be honest.
Well, we were a little bit worried about doing it for an entire cast.
That's fair.
I don't know. It seems people were having fun. So if people were having fun, then that's great for me. Here we are stepping into the green bookcase. We're going to be getting our first flirt. This is a green flirt, probably the first 51% flirt of the set here.
I believe so. There was 45% at Modern, but I don't remember if that was by 1 or 2 flirts. We're just chilling. It's high rise. We can afford that a little bit. We're going into an innocent convo, but we do have an SDA there. So if we want to fake banana bread, which would seem like a decent time, it's not gonna be to our advantage.
I think mostly we just didn't want to chase next to the seduction target again. Because we already have it at 51%, we don't need to chase them. So I think we just wanted to kill some time here. There's a lot of time on high rise, so it's okay. And now we're going to be moving here. We're okay getting this flirt across the conversation from general because we know that even if we get a 17 here, all we'll need later is one more white. But we actually get highlight for this.
It may be due to the combo positioning a little bit. we are a little bit towards the center compared to Alice and Sieg, and we sort of squeezed into them when there was a bit more space on the other side of Alice, I think, possibly due to that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think viewers should take note that Peter is someone who seemingly pays a lot of attention to conversation entrances.
Yeah, and I think Peter so far
Banana
strikes
bread.
me as someone with considerable level of experience in this game, either
Yeah,
by
so
hours or by time.
we take that banana bread, and I think it was good timing. We had been in that conversation for a long time. So even if Peter was thinking, oh, Kane entered and he's going to banana bread, we waited so long that we don't look like the banana bread came from us. So the timing on that was good. Now all we need is one more flirt, and then we just have to get that third mission. But there's not going to be an easy option at this point.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the banana bread. Here, what's the third mission? Oh, I see Purloin is on. But it's probably gonna result in death for us because it's high rise.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for the Purloin. We have 46 more seconds. If this ambassador gets pushed out, we are Kane. We could do a good walking bug. Toby's offering, it's going to be the Purloin, but it's a white test. It's right on screen. I'm certain the sniper is going to be looking for it, and the shot comes off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I believe it's a bit newer meta to keep Purloin in and to take fingerprint off. But that's the thing with Purloin on a high rise. It's just too visible. You need to have either a good chain going or a good cover or something like that.
Yeah, I think after those first two modern games, we saw sort of awkward spy games from both of them. But I think Peter now really showed their spy expertise by getting that bug on high rise, and then was just able to have total control over the party here as sniper.
Fair.
All right, let's take a look here. We have Peter Field now going to be spying as Teal on Terrace, starting in
3, 2, 1.
playing it.
Yeah, I mean, we may as well have some more fun, right?
And Peter's going to be immediately picking up a delegate here. The twin is the only other person at the bar with us, though, so I would probably not advise going for it. That's a redirect from the briefcase. Peter is definitely a very cheeky spy. This is someone who has a lot of game knowledge, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm already trying to think of those several people from the guest list for this cup of who it could be. Still too early to tell. I'm gonna watch the whole match. We are next to Ambassador, but we have a drink in that hand and it's Terrace. We may go for the bug while leaving to another conversation or something like that.
Yeah, I think this is just a great setup with the ambassador not being pushed out. I would almost be tempted to gulp the drink so that I had the bug available, but if not, a walking bug leaving here would be lovely.
Yeah, I think Anna is still gonna watch for it. We saw them watch for the bug in Modern.
Yeah, I don't know if you could get away with a standing bug here. We are in full view of the sniper. We waited around for the timer flirt. The timer expires really quickly when you're across conversation from the seduction target. It does actually go down faster. So we got a timer flirt, and maybe we'll be able to get another one. We'll just keep racking up those 17%, I guess.
I don't. We got 25 out of this, which is nice. I say just go for a close green one for the next time, because we're running out of time. It's only 1 minute 40 left, and we have only about 2/3 of one mission done.
Yeah, my guess, based on how Peter's been playing, is that Peter just wants to stay under the radar as much as possible, finish the flirt, and then just get a nice bug in and get the contact, and that's how they're planning to win. But my god, that's another timer flirt. We have just literally not moved. We've gotten the flirt to 85% despite being across the conversation from the ST.
You know what? If the ST is that nice, we need double agent to. We may as well just stay there for funsies and try to do everything. Oh, we're leaving, but fair enough. Practical reasons over fun ones.
I mean, I think this is still fine. This is still winnable. We're going to pick up the delegate here. We're going to go finish the flirt, get the contact, and send it off. It doesn't even matter. A shot comes off on the twin.
Okay, what did twin do?
She got sent to bar and she took the list by twin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wow, that's very nice. Basically, then a frame. We knew that we were not going to look like a suspect at all because we had just stood around in the conversation
Yeah.
for ages and ages. And luckily, that twin really did come to us. Wow.
That's some good game observation skills as well. Peter is in my books of someone I would not want to face further.
Yeah, I agree with what the chat is saying. Peter is experienced and Peter is not predictable. And Peter is very good at staying under the radar and giving you no reason to think that they are the spy. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Peter there. Understandable shot from Anna as well. It's just the mind
Sure.
games completely worked on her. All
Very
right,
much
we
indeed.
have Anna here going to be spying as Boots in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
So Peter is up 4-1. This is first to 6, I believe. Yes,
Yeah.
best out of 10 or first to 6 with overtime options available. So yeah, Peter is in a very good position. He can allow himself to be a bit more, a bit less focused, a bit more experimental, perhaps.
Yeah, and when I think back to what happened with Anna on High Rise, where she wasn't able to get a ton of progress and then she just went for the purloin in the last minute, that worries me. That makes me feel like we might see the same thing here again, and it'll just be an easy shot for Peter to take. I think if Anna wants to win this, she needs to either be a bit more decisive earlier on, or she needs to find a way to create a 50-50.
And I think she probably needs to try to adjust towards Peter's style and think of more possibilities of Peter trying to mind game her. I think that could be a useful factor.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be close enough to finish the flirt here with 2 greens. We got a 48%. Even if we nudge closer, I don't think it's going to be enough, but I do understand why Anna's waiting for the timer flirt now. I think she might want to leave soon. The conversations are really full. If we could move to the one with the double agent and get a banana bread off. We're doing it now, though. Queen gets low lit because she had just moved into this conversation. Everyone else is in for it, though, so the sniper's not getting much information from this.
Yeah, I think that's a nice move by Anna. The issue
Banana
with
bread.
doing the another fake was that action priorities because RST was leaving.
No, I mean, maybe, but if it was intentional, I think that's fine because it gave real BB to even more people. And I think Peter right now is assuming that one of those real BB highlights is the spy.
Fair enough. So it seems Anna is then taking a page from Peter's book with framing on terrace.
Yeah, the thing is, if Peter is a really disciplined sniper, Peter is going to know that none of those highlights are actually finishing missions. Peter does not look like someone who's going to take a hasty shot.
Oh.
Never mind!
There he is. I suppose that looked like a last flirt. Let's see. Oh, she had a briefcase. So print credit there. No, definitely not bugging. And she insta talk after taking a fingerprint. So I'm wondering if that perhaps was her second fingerprint.
I don't think she had another fingerprint. She had partial inspects, and I think that would have been her first fingerprint. At least I'm not seeing one anywhere else. She was next to the ambassador for a while as well. Could have suspected that there was a bug. In fact, she was next to the ambassador when the contact went off.
Right, so potential distraction for the bug tag.
All right, well, that's a win that Anna desperately needed, and it proved that Peter is human. Peter is not a SpyParty robot sniper like Legorv. He is capable of making mistakes. And so we're moving on to the last venue here. Peter is going to be looking to get 2 points here, right?
Yes.
All right. So we'll be starting with Peter here as queen in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Oh, we're snuggling into our tea. Sadly, Ambassador didn't bump into us enough to get a bug.
Wow,
Oh,
that's a purloin with a camera shake. It makes me feel like it wasn't necessarily intended, but Anna doesn't have a good look at the list. She wasn't looking at it at the moment, and Toby's making it very hard to see. So I think Anna kind of gave up on looking at the tray right now. I think Peter might not have wanted a purloin, but got away with it.
yeah, I think it's one of those things that were not planned but paid off really well. We quickly take this green bug. It seems we're going into banana bread where we still have an opportunity to flirt. And we flirted at the bookcase, I believe, as well. So we're now already at 85%.
Yeah, this is good for Peter. Peter might not be happy about it, but Peter's actually in a great position. So the only thing here is Peter needs to realize that he's not a suspect for that purloin, and he can just continue making progress. If Peter starts being scared and thinking that the sniper saw it and will be watching everything he does, he's at risk of timing out.
Yeah, and I think it could have been nice for us. We have a book in that hand, sadly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They thought it would have been nice to do the real banana bread and slam that book and have 4 missions done at about 250.
All right, well, we couldn't take that bug. I'm a little bit sad about that. We're just
Yeah.
waiting here in the conversation, but the double agent is here with us, so we are going to be going for the real contact here. There's a decent number of people in conversation. Looks like Anna was only able to take 1, maybe 2 highlights, lowlights.
I think so, yeah. I believe there might have been one more that she missed, but other than that, really good banana bread, especially for veranda. I think we want to have that bug going. Oh, we returned correctly.
Yes, Legov, I would not have done a gasp if it was still pretending to be someone else.
So we're returning the book here to the proper bookcase. That does mean that Peter could be a little bit worried about being a suspect, but I think there's still a lot of time to finish here. There's a minute and a half left. We're going in to pick up our first inspects here.
Yeah, I think I would have liked for it to be another mission. It feels like, we have to rush full statues within minute 30 left, which is suspicious in itself, and we still need one more mission. So I would have liked something else.
Yeah, it's a briefcase now, but that's a first fingerprint with a minute left. So you're basically giving yourself a minute here to go get more inspects and more fingerprint and not look suspicious for it. But we just picked up a highlight. I think it's going to be really difficult. I think an inspect swap would have been a better choice than trying to finish with the soft tells here.
Yeah, we need a time ad. I've noticed I keep saying that lately a lot, but I think we need a time ad. Unless we inspect swab here.
Oh no, this statue has the fingerprint on it, also has the inspect. The laser comes on us, and
the shot comes off.
Wow. Well done on Anna.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Anna, especially because I don't think that Anna knew about the purloin. Anna just kind of stayed on top of things and sort of started noticing Queen late. Anna was not tunneled on her earlier suspects. She knew that Peter was getting those inspects, saw the fingerprint, and she had a good enough control of the party to know that there was another one on that statue. And that was a very confident shot. So very well done to Anna.
Yeah, she's definitely picking up the pace again, now being down only by 1 point. She still would sort of need to get this one, just to be on the safer side.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that Peter was going to keep the lead and win the set, but that was a really good shot from Anna, and I
Yeah,
really think it could be anyone's game at this point.
indeed.
All right, we have Anna here playing as Duke, starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Oh, we go away from the bookshelf instead of using it up. Interesting.
Yeah, so what I was seeing from Anna's past spy games was just a little bit of awkward pacing and a little bit of leaving too many things to the end and becoming kind of an easy shot. We're back on a larger venue now, though, so we're going to see if Anna's play here is going to be more like it was on Modern.
Yeah, I think I'm sure we do have the 50% flirt. We should not timer flirt this because Brand is a big man. PD and RST leaves. I think if we had stopped at the bookshelf in the beginning of the game to take the red one out, we would have been that would have been great for us.
Yeah, instead, we're just in this conversation. It looks like we didn't know what we wanted to do, but we wanted to get a better view of the party, so we just took a little pit stop here. And we're going right back to where we were. We might want to get a bug on the ambassador, but the conversation's too full. We don't want to go anywhere near that ambassador right now. And oh, now they've entered right next to us, but there's such a clear view of us. I don't know if we're going to take the bug.
Yeah, I don't. I think Peter is just looking for it too much for us to take it safely. And Anna knows it. Anna is just deciding what to do next.
Yeah, Anna's just been trying to set up opportunities, and none of them have come to fruition. We're going to the bookshelf here, and we're going to immediately rip the book out. There's nothing else going on this half of the venue. The sniper wasn't even paying attention to it, so I don't think Peter noticed us taking the book out. And now we're in conversation. It's kind of hard to see that we have a book.
I think we should still return it to the green, just because if we're seen returning it to the blue, we're basically seen across the map because we were on the left side, so I think it's much safer to return it there.
Yeah, a big zoom in from the sniper into our conversation. I wonder if they were checking to see if Duke had a book in his hand, but it's more likely they were just watching for the purloin. My problem is now there's a minute 50 left on the clock, and all we have is the seduce. So this book has to go back to green. Got to put it there soon because you're going to need your hands to do some other missions. We're having trouble walking by Toby here, but hopefully we are beelining to the green bookcase. The ambassador is there, so we're definitely going to be seen there, but I'm not sure we were seen taking it out of red. So my guess is that we're going to survive this.
We are gonna survive this bookshelf, but we're not doing enough to survive this game, as it were, for the point that is. We
No,
have
hope the ambassador moves and get a time ad like right at this window. Like time ad as soon as you can, honestly.
We don't. We are gonna get the banana bread, it seems.
Banana bread.
Yeah, we're doing the banana bread. I think we tried to request a drink as well, so we're going to go for a purloin here, but it's been long enough after the banana bread that I think Peter might be noticing it. Not super visible, though. When we hit the green, we're booking it out of there now, but we do get highlight just for the reject after a banana bread. The list disappears. I think Peter's on top of this. I think Peter knows that Duke is the most likely spy.
There we go, the lights are coming off. We're definitely a high suspect, if not the main suspect. What else? You think Redhead was the one who took?
Yeah, there's no shot coming off, though. Even if you think Duke did the purloin, Peter's not taking the shot, might not have the mission count, might not know that Duke did the microfilm, but none of that helps because Duke still needs another mission. The only thing it can be here is a swap, but a swap isn't going to work on a front statue, is it? Peter moving the laser over. Looks like Peter's seeing it, but Peter actually doesn't see it. Anna's getting away with this, but the laser moves over and the shot comes off with 2 seconds left.
That was some ending, I will say that.
I didn't think Peter was going to take the shot. I thought that they just were not looking over there at the swap, but maybe they were seeing it and were just trying to look at the other half of the venue for a moment. But either way, that was a fantastic shot.
I think perhaps he was focusing on the left side of the venue and didn't specifically see Duke going there. But once he did, then he noticed the swap, and that's why the shot happened. But that's a speculation. So, but yeah, last second, kind of literally last second shot from Peter, and he's now up 5-3. So he's getting at least a tie. Well, he's getting at least the chance to win with a tiebreaker, and Anna needs to win both to at least have a chance to win this match.
Yeah, that was really well done from both of them. I mean, the fact that Anna got away with the microfilm against Peter and also survived doing the purloin as well, I think that was really great. But Peter just really did what he needed. He pulled out what he needed there at the end. And so Peter's just going to need one more point here. Hopefully he can get it on Taeyang, but you never know with Taeyang. We got Peter as Teal starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Well, being a spy at Tan is definitely a good opportunity to get that.
Yeah, we're going to be starting off here at the blue bookcase. The seduction target was there. We made a beeline for them. We get the first flirt for 34%.
We make it. Yeah, it seems we're getting away with the book as well. Joining innocent conversation.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
The shoji was covering the bookshelf. There was us and the seduction target there, so it just makes it a little bit harder for the sniper to necessarily remember exactly who was at which shelf. So I think this is an exploratory book take. You take it out, and then if you feel you can get away with the microfilm later, you do it. Otherwise, you still have time to put it back.
Yeah. Ambassador has gone past us twice now. We may have had a decent opportunity for the bug. We may get it on his way back.
No, we were flirting while the ambassador passed by us, and we didn't want to break the talk animation to take the bug.
Too bad in a way, but also understandable.
It is. My issue is just that was the bug spot. We were in the bug spot for a while, and we didn't bug. So we went to the back window now, and we're getting a time ad. I'm not sure why Peter feels like he needed this. I feel like there was still time to get missions done. But if you're hoping the sniper forgets where your book came from, time ad could definitely be good.
Yeah, there was somewhat enough time, but at the same time, 2 minutes left. You have seduce at 55%, which means you either need two flirts or get a green, and if you can't guarantee a green test, then you still have 3 more missions to do with the book in your hand. So I think timeout is decent there.
Banana bread.
There's a fake contact coming off. I don't know how good a fake is on Taeyang. You can assume the SDA is in. The only good thing is now everyone in the party is credited for it.
Oh, safety off on general for potential bug due to Kano position, I presume.
And there's Peter going to the green bookcase. I think it's been long enough that Anna's not going to be certain that this is a microfilm. No, she is. She remembers where the book came from.
Okay, so it seems now that Anna had a rough start, but then she got her skills sharpened as the match went. I think her last 2 sniper games specifically were considerably better than the first couple sniper games.
I
We
agree. And something I like that I just saw there is the safety off on general could have made you think that she was tunneling or that, she was just focusing on her highlights. But Teal, who was not a highlight and had not really done anything else other than take a book, Anna was still able to take the shot on her quite easily. So that's really good. It shows that she doesn't get stuck on things.
Yeah. So now we're in a much different position. Peter was up 4-2, I believe, at one point. Now, now the difference, now the lead is minimal. It's 5-4, and Anna can still make it happen for Peter not to win.
Yeah, and I think if we get one more point from Anna here, we go into overtime.
Yeah.
If that happens, we would have 4 games on another venue, which would be Veranda. And then
Yeah.
if it was still tied, it would go to missions equals points. But I don't think we're going to quite get there. Let's see what Anna can pull off here as pearls in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, I will say I think Anna can make overtime happen. We're on the favored side as Spy on Taeyang. I've been not giving her I've not been giving her enough credit at the start of the match, but now she definitely has the upper hand just from overall attitude and sort of momentum a little bit, perhaps even.
Yeah, so Para in chat really wants us to take the contact right now. I don't see why not. Almost everyone
Yeah.
is in conversation except Orange Sorry, and she's only at a
Banana
side
bread.
statue. So yeah, Anna takes the contact. Everyone has a contact right now. No one could have bugged because the ambassador left as the contact was happening, but this just gives Peter absolutely no info.
Uh, yeah, and we have 1/3 of the flirt done. We're basically have a good active start. Uh, Ambassador has touched a statue. No, that was a book, so we could get a pin there.
Well, I think at this point, Anna's feeling okay about maybe waiting for another timer flirt. There will still be time to get 2 more missions on Taeyen. It's a pretty small venue,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't be worried about it. So I think she's going to take the timer flirt here. But Duke leaves. We're not going to be able to get it. I don't even know if we can chase him. That conversation is pretty full. No, there is a spot next to him. And we are highlit. This back conversation is highlit. Why did Peter do that?
But that is interesting.
Peter is an eccentric sniper.
That is.
I mean, it's not the first time we've seen Peter take highlights based on just conversations. But the thing is, does Peter think that we might be timer flirting with Queen because she stayed? Or I don't even know if I can speculate on it.
Perhaps there was some sort of animation break to take a sip. I wasn't paying attention to that specifically.
Could have been a no talk back there. But anyway, now there's just a minute left. Anna's become a highlight, going to be getting her first fingerprint. Hopefully she knows where there's another fingerprint on the map that she's been waiting for. Nice briefcase return there. Maybe slightly too far to the left behind the Amba. That sounds nitpicky, but I believe that Peter's the type of person who would notice that kind of thing.
Yeah. So there was one print on the blue bookshelf, but Salmon took it. There was a print on one of the center statues.
We're back down to a neutral light, though, after the briefcase return. So either Peter liked it or Peter's just bringing her back down to neutral because whatever he was highlighting that conversation for no longer applied to her. Toby's offering to us, it's going to be a purloin. It's a white. Oh, this is so visible. This is
It's
so
gonna be
visible. I don't think
okay.
this is going to go
She's
well for
dead.
Anna. Darn.
Yeah, she's dead. I think. By the way this game went, that's the expected outcome. That doesn't surprise me, as it were. But I think Anna did have the chance to take it. Perhaps going for one of the fingerprints earlier. There was one on the bookshelf. There was one on the statue. Perhaps not doing timer flirt and trying to do something else. It's. But I think overall, even though Anna did improve across the match. I think Peter still had the upper hand in most of the game, so the close win is kind of deserved outcome in terms of both players there, right?
Yeah, my takeaway from this is I think our initial impression that Peter was the more experienced player is correct. There were just lots of things about how Peter played that showed that they kind of know the game inside and out. However, Anna did a really, really good job keeping up. She outperformed what I expected from her, and she just strikes me as someone who just had a good competitive mindset. I don't think she ever got nervous or tilted, and I think that contributed to her getting so many points